Okay, this is Rasco, Pistorious, take one.
Hello, I am Rasco Pistorious, and today we're going to be talking about the film Marching Powder with Dyer and Nick Love. Nick Love directing it. I am a cinephile. I am a massive cinephile. It lubes me up for my life. I think it's a crazy concept that we can stop time and exist in another world for, I don't know, 2 hours, sometimes 3-hour films. I watch a lot of those. I have guests around currently, and I disappeared from them, and I just watched The Godfather Part 1 and 2, because I felt I needed it at the time, and I've realized I've just got carried away. I've got a lot of sight and sound on my lap, actually. Let me just throw those away. So, Marching Powder. I watched it about 2 weeks ago, so quite a long time ago, a very, very long time ago. Let me just gather my notes. I write notes after every film. Where are we? Here we are. So, Marching Powder. I analyzed this film with an ideological critical approach when I watched it, and I felt it was that of a British modern far-right genre. It was aimed at that type of person. You've seen them like more conservative people, and the film was about change, which I'm not sure if I like change. It's a bit like how film is moving on to digital now. I'm shooting all of this on the original celluloid 35mm on 24 frames per second, but this film didn't have much to it about the change. It was just snippets of style. I'm all there for the postmodern style. Postmodernism is what I breathe. That's what drew me in to cinema. Many years ago, when I was 3 years old, and I first watched Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is a groundbreaking movie. It stole things from that style of film. Trainspotting was a reference at the end with the monologue to camera that came out of nowhere, can I just say? And A Clockwork Orange, there was a lot of references to that. Many of the films I like are just pure aesthetic, but this film's aesthetic dominated its substance, and the substance also lacked. There was no bump in the cinematic condom of pleasure, if you will. The film was promoted as a rom-com with a kick. It was not a rom-com. It was just a kick. Okay, just a straight kick in the face. I'm a pacifist personally. The only movement I've had that's have been violent in my life was I was at a jazz club once, and I was scatting in a jazz trance, and I accidentally knocked somebody's drink out of their hand. That was pretty traumatic for me. Cunt was used way too much. I'm not against swearing, but if you use something too much, it becomes unfunny. Now, as an American, watching something that was very much British humor, and I love British humor. Monty Python really developed my humor, but I don't indulge in comedy too much because I think it takes away from the seriousness of life, as it dilutes the pain that we need to face. And the character arc, I'll put this in this way. A movie about change, there was no arc, it was just a straight line. It needed to stick by the rules of three. He's told to stop punching people. And then what does he do? The first time he punches somebody, right, that's the way you do it. They punches somebody for the first time when he's told to stop. The second time he debates it, but then he punches them. But the third time he stops. He goes, no, that's the arc. That's how he changes. We see him actually changes because you convince the audience with the rule of 3, because the first 2 times he's done it, the third time he's probably going to do it, but then he doesn't. Now, I'm going to end this here because I've got to go back to my guests because I've been spending too long doing this, and my crew want to go home because I've this is our how many takes is this, Dave? 67th take of this. I mean, we'll cut in between. I don't like doing jump cuts, but because it can break the flow of cinema sometimes. But it's needed for a film that threw me off as well. Now I'll leave you with a gentle stroke so that I can ease you back into the mundaneness of normal life. This has been Rasco Pistorious' take on marching powder.